Today we are going to speak about the edge of expansion. My name is Legend Vega, and like you know already, I am your friend, I'm your business coach, your life coach, and you know, and the people who know me understand that I truly believe that you can be 100% successful in any direction in your life. So today, this is a free class, and I am very happy because, to be honest, life have given me so much.
Anyone who knows, Legend is naturally drawn to her magnetic presence, her positive mind, and her rare gift for building stronger humans. People whose minds become grounded in love, clarity, and possibility.
I born in New York. I was raised actually in Puerto Rico, and I lived my life, my entire life, up to like I was on my 30s. It's when I moved to the United States. And so my life was not always like this. I went through a lot of suffering and I went through a lot of changes. But I do believe, and more than ever, that you can achieve absolutely everything you want in your life. So, girl, I want you to hold your horses because today we're going to speak about something that is called the edge of expansion. And it's a framework that I have created to help people to understand. And the interesting part of this is that you can apply this to your personal life or to your business. I coach more business side, but let me tell you something. For me to get here where I am, coaching investors, coaching business, truly, everything starts with you, within you. So what I'm letting you know is if your personal life is in chaos, your business is going to be in chaos. Okay? So that's why my recommendation is that you can fix anything you want in any direction. The only thing we cannot do it all at the same time. So, but miraculously, when you enhance one direction of your life, for an example, if you want to focus in making more money, or if you want to focus on your career, or if you focus on losing weight or and feeling better, once you focus in one area, the other areas of your life will elevate as well. Okay, so let's begin. So the edge of expansion, so in business, right? So when we're going to start a business, this is us, and we are going to create a business. Let's say it's a hair salon, okay? So we're going to make a hair salon. For a hair salon, you're going to need a place. So a brick and mortar, which is equal money. You're gonna need equipment. Oh my goodness, this is so bad. I'm so sorry. But you're gonna need equipment. You're gonna need employees, or maybe just you starting, but it's money. So you have to pay yourself, remember? And then we're going to need a bunch of stuff. We're going to need like the legality or the compliance. So compliance and products. Okay, so this is all money. But at this stage, you are totally happy. You can do it all. You feel like a hero. You have the biggest dream of your life, and finally you're gonna open your hair salon, right? But it's a point in any business and in your personal life that we have a drop, okay? And in that drop here, that space here is the edge of expansion, EOE, the edge of expansion. And what means the edge of expansion? It's that identity, that persona that you are at that specific moment no longer can achieve your goals. So what that means is normally when you go to an edge of expansion is when you have a ugly situation, not a happy situation. An example, in the hair salon is that you chose a wrong location and people do not go and take care of themselves and they don't really go. So you don't have that much clientele because people are not interested in beauty in that area. So this is just hypothetically, right? So this is the time where people say, oh, I'm going to quit. People normally fun, quit, or run. They freeze, they quit, they run, they do everything, right? So, and that's not what we want. Those are the cases that you hear that people say, oh, I couldn't, it was not successful. I just sell it because I'm moving somewhere else. I decide to move my career from hairstylist. Now I'm a massage therapist. You see what I'm coming from is basically you couldn't surpass the challenge. Okay. So that is important. When that challenge comes, basically, okay, and I want you to pay attention to this part. You will have a resistance, okay? Resistance. You're gonna feel like you deep inside, you know what you have to do, but you don't want to put more effort and you put excuses to not do it, okay? And this is in business, and we do it worse in life, in our personal life, right? Because nobody is there to judge us. So nobody's seeing us. And we have that little voice that you open a salon, now you have to make it, right? Or you have to quit. So when the person is the edge of expansion, that is the time that you have to grow. Okay. And you should, if you cut yourself that you want to run, that you are, suddenly completely like, no, I don't want it. This is too hard. This is the time you need to stop yourself and say, hey, lady, you want a salon? Now you have a salon. Now you have some complications. And yes, you have fear, and that's okay. It's okay to feel fear, but we're going to find a way. And with that phrase, when you accept, how can I see things differently? How can I find the solution? Your brain, your frontal cortex, boom, stop the behavior of feeling fear and start answering the question. And by finding the answer of the questions, ideas start coming up. Okay, so very important. Every time you have a resistance, then you have to start thinking, that is what I need to do. An example. If I was the hair salon owner, okay, and I don't have clientele because I made the mistake of being in that location because it was cheaper, whatever the reason is, then in that moment, I know, knowing me, then I'm going to create an expansion on my business where I give the services in people's house. What people's house? Rich people's house. So I'm going to advertise in rich neighborhoods to go and make you pretty and perfect every day if you need it. Okay. So when that person, in that case, this is hypothetically, when that person choose that path, that is going to create a win. Okay. So that person not just is not closing and running as a fear, she decide to expand into, right? And meanwhile, you're going to continue bossing your name and clients are going to start coming. Plus, you have your incredible idea of going to the rich neighborhoods. Let me put this so people can see everything. So, saying that, I don't want to cut my beautiful face. Okay, saying that, then what is going to happen? Your business is going to go up, and there you're going to have a win, and again, you're going to be happy. How's that look? Can you see that? Okay, so this is the pattern of every business, of any kind of business. Okay, and the same way, if you want to apply it to yourself, this is the same way we act in our personal life. Okay, let me give an example. How many people do you know that they are going to lose their home? They cannot pay, they were fired, they cannot pay their bills for whatever reason, and they get in depression, come to go to sleep. They resist on opening the mail and see the situation. Okay, I know people like that, and I know you know people that been through this. Okay, and if you know anyone that needs this, please forward this video, because you are not helping me. You're not just helping me, you're helping somebody that is going through that situation. Okay. And when we have somebody as a third person watching us and giving us instruction, it's easier to open up to solutions. Okay. Not every solution, but in a specific solution that you need at that time, right? So saying that, with the edge of expansion that you understand what it is right now, then we also have other other concept which I create for you guys, and is the ladder of expansion. The ladder of identity expansion. It's 4 type of personalities or identities that basically you are going to be in one of them. I don't know which one is you, but is the person, the persona that comes when challenge, when you're going through challenge. And this looks like this. Okay. The first identity is the reactive identity. This reactive identity is the person that is like a 7-year-old. That's the person that normally cannot go surpass the edge of expansion and quit. And that person say something like this: I closed my hair salon because, that ghetto area, it did not work. I did everything. And the government just, the city, the government, the mayor changed from red to blue to red. My husband doesn't, my family doesn't support me. That person will find many excuses on why she couldn't be successful on that hair salon, which the reality is that that person couldn't surpass the edge of expansion. Now, I want you to understand that this is not coming from, this is real life experience. I was there long time ago, thank God, but I was there. So you don't have to feel bad. If you are in that stage, you don't have to feel bad. You're not the only one. I was there. And a lot of people are there. They just don't say it. They shut the doors, close, and pretend everything is good. Okay? So that is the first personality, the reactive identity. Then the other one is the performer identity. And this is when the edge of expansion explode. These people pass the edge of expansion like nothing. Okay, so they can come with resources, ideas, people, elements, everything. And these people that are in, when challenge comes, it's like, okay, yeah, it's a challenge, let's go, keep going. Maybe do a little bit, go to reactive identity, cry a little bit, but it just grow right away, increase the capacity, which is the edge of expansion, and continue. Normally, these people is the ladies that you see that are the CEO of this company, or they're the chief boss for this, and all that. Okay, so normally this person in that identity is using a lot of testosterone in big amounts, right? So saying that, it's good that you understand, if you are a very successful person, you need to know where your successful come from. Because if you are in a performer identity, for a man it's not as bad, because men, they have more testosterone in their body, but because we are not made like them, we do have limited resource of testosterone, then we are pushing our limits. Okay, that's another class, and I'm not going to go deep into that, but if you really would like to check it out, go to my website, legendvega.com, and you can see the what I do exactly. And also you can go and check it out my courses. They're very good. They are very help oriented. You are going to be a different person, guarantee, in 6 weeks. Okay, a different person. You're going to be able to see testimonials of people, men and ladies, that they were successful, but like everybody, you have areas that you are stuck in your life. So let me tell you, you don't have to kill one area of your life to elevate another one. You can elevate all of them little by little, and compound. You'll see the person you can become. Okay, so going back to the ladder of identity, then I'm going to give you the third identity, which is the integrated leader. Integrated leader. And the integrated leader is that person that already went through all these, understand that you have to be bigger than problem, and structure everything as as like the important part here is that that person is the leader. So when that person is not there, okay, I'm sorry, my English blah, blah, is not there, then that person can step away and nothing crumble. That person helps to create the culture, and because that person is so thorough in all directions in his company or her company, then the follow management people, it basically they're trained in the same direction. So when that person is not there, nothing crumble, everything continue running like wow, like she's always there, right? So that is the integrated leader. And the fourth step is the sovereign creator. The sovereign creator, it's really a person that already has achieved very many levels of success, and that person at that moment, everything comes from a purpose. It beyond, not the human design, the human design of ego. So that person can move in any direction and be successful, and it doesn't have to brag about themselves. They know their purpose. Their what life God is giving them is an opportunity to give back and actually build and help others to build and create more leaders and all that. So they move through the world, through this beautiful universe with a purpose. They have a purpose, a major purpose that is not money, okay, and getting rich. So, and we have some example. Do you remember Madre Teresa de Calcutta? We have Gandhi. We have Jesus. we have, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to put Jesus as Jesus is the first one and the only one, in case I don't want people to distort what I'm saying. But Jesus is the first one. So he was the sovereign creator. And we have in this world, right, few people that we can say that people has a different purpose, like Madre Teresa Calcutta, like Gandhi, and like others, like Martin Luther King. But it's not related that they're God, that they're creator. No, no, no. Okay, so just I have to clarify that, because I want to make sure nobody distort what I am saying, because I am Christian and I don't want to offend Jesus. I don't want to offend God. I don't want to offend my creator. So just putting that in the right place just to make sure. Okay. Saying that, we can move on. So you have basically 4 identities. So, and again, these identities are persona, is you, where you at in this ladder. Maybe you are a combination of 2. Maybe you even have 3, but you always going to have a baseline. It's always going to be one that really shows up when you are in challenge. So now I want you to, think about it, okay? And don't forget the next class, which we're going to continue working on this so you can start promoting your edge of expansion in your life and in your business. And if you like my content, don't forget Legend Vega podcast. Okay, so this is, you put Legend Vega podcast, go to legendvega.com. Legend Vega podcast is in YouTube, and you can find me there. You go and see all the other classes, all the contents it's free for now. And I really hope you enjoy it. Follow me in all media. And remember, if you give me a like or if you give me a beautiful comment, you're not just helping me, you are helping other people in this industry, which is teaching you something that you didn't even have a clue that exists, that you can help yourself and by free. So the least thing you can do, right, is to bless us the way we are blessing you. So with that in mind, I really, really invite you. We are going to have a Zoom class in May 8th. And I want you to pay attention. So put that campaign, hit that live button. So every time I come, you can, be aware that I'm going to be there. And if you want to participate, fantastic. If not, you can go always to the replay. Thank you so much. Have a great day and see you soon. Mwah. Oh,